And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Minnesota Twins. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Pablo Lopez.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And now it's Alex Bregman. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike one. And Pablo Lopez will deliver. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now batting Tristan Casas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Devers leads off first with one away. Ouch, that one drilled him. The throw is still in time, and they do get the second out of the inning. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Here's Story now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
On the inside corner for called strike three. Looking back at the solo blast that led off the game. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Minnesota. And on the hill, the lefty, Garrett Crochet.
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the DH, Willie Castro. That misses the zone. 1-0. And that one sliced foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3 went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. And now Bader up to the plate. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Bader, guy who played his college ball at the University of Florida from the New York area, went to Horace Mann High School.
Ball.
What's a good pitch there.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That clips the zone. Going to count 1-2.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And that one is in the dirt. 2-2. And Eric Summersgill punches him out. That's a strikeout.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Red Sox already leading. Swing and a foul out of play.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
2 outs. Right side. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. What a play. Inning over. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back at Target Field, second inning set to go. And stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Lopez back to work. Fought off foul.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
This one in the air. Lewis settles under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away. So up next, Wilyer Abreu. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. There's a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. The 0-2. Well struck right field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Pretty good fastball location. Down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
One down, runner at third. Connor Wong now at the plate. And that's a strike.
0-1.
And that is out of play. Runner on at third, one gone. Got him swinging. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. And that one fouled off. Two outs and a runner at third here at the top of the second.
Ball one.
Squirts away a little bit.
1-1.
Nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Red Sox, but they're on top 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Missed with a changeup. 2-0. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Check swing, and he held up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. Swing and a ball popped up. Devers makes the grab, and there's one down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Snap throw to first. Buxton back in there. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Tying run in scoring position. Bottom half of inning number 2. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And Freddie Ferguson says he went around. Man at second. That misses. 1-2 to count. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He's safe. It's 1-1.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Runner on at first with one gone. So up next for Minnesota, Ty France. Runner takes off. Swinging a foul straight back. Just missed. Ripped on a line. And a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Brooks Lee, the next to hit. First pitch just misses.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. And that's fouled off. Just misses without one.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
Lewis, the runner at third. France at first. One gone. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. This one popped up. Bregman getting an angle on it. Makes the catch for the second out. Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
Clips the corner. That's strike one. Swinging a foul out of play. Two on, 2 outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. A little bit low.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Next offering is outside.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Two outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Tied up here in the early going. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Willie Castro in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. They limit the damage here.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And we're back on to the third inning. Now it's going to be Jarren Duran. Duran, in his third season, 28 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. That one at 95, missed up top.
1-1.
And the count even 1-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The string with the changeup, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Now it's Alex Bregman. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. Inside, and 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. A sliding stop. The throw. And he'll be safe at first.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Here's Rafael Devers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles, and by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
Right through there for a strike. Man at first, one away. Now this one gets away from the catcher.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a good eye there. Man at second. Lopez gets the swing and a miss. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. 0 for 1 so far. Smash to the left side. Zips it to first, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back in Minnesota, set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the DH, Willie Castro. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
On its way to the corner, and that drops foul. Here's the 0-2. And the sweeper misses for a ball. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
So here's Bader now. Struck out swinging his first time. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
0-1.
That's to third. Devers throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. And here comes Carlos Correa. Grounded out his first time up. And it's fouled away. 2 out, space is empty. That one a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because, oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Twins retired in short order. Score remains tied 1-1. Back at Target Field, onto the 4th. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Out to center, Buxton. And out number 1 on the grab. Here now the Red Sox DH, Masataka Yoshida. He popped out his first time.
Thinking about Yoshida, he's never going to be the biggest player when he's on the field, but that doesn't mean he can't hit. He gets on base and doesn't strike out very often. That combo makes you a valuable asset to your club.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with a pitch in that location.
Go ahead run on base. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And the first pitch misses for ball one. He was late there, strike one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Not close with that one. 2-1. And that one upstairs.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Late swing, foul to the left. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Yoshida leads off first with one away. And ball four, two aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
First and second, one out. Digging in, Connor Wong.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in play somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Now a chance for Ceddanne Rafaela. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. That one off the mark, and now it's even 1-1. That crosses the plate, and now they're just 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground. Fair ball. Yoshida headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI. RBI single. It's 2-1.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Now batting Jarren Duran. And a foul ball. And that misses. And it's 1-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Byron Buxton. And a foul ball.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That just misses, and it's 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And, Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Matt Wallner digs in now. And there's a foul ball. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-1. 1 out, bases empty. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Royce Lewis. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Strike on the inside corner.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
2 down, nobody on. That one missing inside. Fastball is outside. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's to third. Devers tosses across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 4. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins 1. And we're back. Here's Alex Bregman. Lopez back to work. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And he gets Bregman. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Devers now 1 for 2. And the first offering is not close. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he reaches safely. Man at first, Tristan Casas up next for the Red Sox. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Out to short. Good feed. That's 1. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins 1. Back in Minnesota, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now for the Twins, Ty France. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Josh Winkowski preparing to come on if needed. Bernardino also getting ready. And that's off the outside edge. And the count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll get down for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff dive.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Brooks Lee, the next Twin up to hit. Flied out his first time. France aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
1-1.
Late swing, fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next pitch inside, and it's 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
A swing and a soft liner, and it stays fair. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Garrett Crochet out of the game, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Josh Winkowski gets the call from the pen.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Ryan Jeffers will hit next. Struck out looking at his first at bat. There's the strike. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
And down on strikes he goes. And that is a big first out.
Well, they locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there. And I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And, you know, with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
This is Willie Castro. 0 for 2 in this one. Slides, but he can't come up with it. Everybody's going to be safe.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Bader in the box now, takes strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
And that's outside. And that is ball 1. And that one lifted in the air center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging from third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. All set for the top of the 6th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trevor Story. Story, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2011. Late swing fouled off. Next
One ball,
offering is
two
in the
strikes.
dirt. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. On the ground to third. Slings to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Pablo Lopez won't go any further, and they trail as he exits, but he kept them close. A new arm will be on the mound after the break. Danny Coulomb on to pitch here.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox. Up the middle. On to France. And a couple of quick outs. Two outs, base is empty. Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox. In for a strike. It's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Outside low. Ball one.
1-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Two outs. Stays alive. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one is downstairs. Ball one. Abreu off of first with 2 away. Step off, throw to first. Abreu back on a dive. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Little chopper rolls foul. Runner takes off. Strike in there. He's in there. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Third out. So the Twins pen delivers in that spot. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Twins 1. Back at target field. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Here's a rocket out to left. Brings it in. And there's one down.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Here's Byron Buxton. He is struck out, and he is walked. Fouled off. He was late. And the 0-1.
That's a ball.
The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Justin Slayton getting loose out there. Chapman, the power lefty, up as well. One down, base is empty. A changeup missing, and it's 2-1. Hit weakly on the ground. Story on the run, sends it over to first. He beats it out, and the tapper turns into an infield single.
Well, he did all he could at short to try to make an amazing play and almost got it done, but good hustle down the line, and that's an earned infield hit.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Josh Winkowski will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Brennan Bernardino gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Matt Wallner getting ready to hit. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Now snap throw to first. Buxton back in there. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Buxton on the run. Popped up first base side. And it's caught for the out.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Now the batter now, Royce Lewis. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. In the dirt, blocked. And no movement on the bases. It's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
This ball's chopped to the ground, but it kicks foul. And there's the ball.
2 strikes.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ty France in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground, right side, Bregman fires over to first. That's the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. They're down 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jorge Alcala.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ceddanne Rafaela now at the plate. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that is out of play.
But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Buxton makes the catch, and there's one gone. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Full extension, makes the catch.
Byron Buxton is absolutely can't miss excitement when he's in the outfield. A diving catch there. This guy can go back, rob home runs, go to his left or right, and right there closes on it with elite speed and makes a great catch.
Here's the second baseman, Alex Bregman. That one outside, and it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Swing and a miss at 100. Struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Slayton.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
France in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Puts it away for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Jeffers. There's a strike. Upstairs.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Casas makes the catch, and that'll do it. Twins are set down 1-2-3, and they trail it here 2-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Alcala back to work. And
Counts
ball
1-0.
one. Close one, doesn't get the call. Now 2-0. And Devers hits that one. Lays out and makes the play.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
So stepping in for Boston, Tristan Casas. First pitch misses. Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out. Two down, base is empty. Here's Trevor Story now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
That just misses. And the count is even 2-2. That one to first. France. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 2-1. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Willie Castro. There's a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Liam Hendricks, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Chapman getting cranked up as well. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fought off foul.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And that one popped in the air, left field. He's got it, and a quick out, number one. And now here is Harrison Bader. 0 for 3 in this one.
Right through there for a strike.
And fouled off. Fly ball to right. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Justin Slayton done for the day, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. New pitcher for the Red Sox, Aroldis Chapman.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Here's Carlos Correa. Runner on the move. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The shortstop takes the ball.
That's a really good take. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Into the outfield, base hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Couple of singles back to back. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
So the tying run in scoring position now. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. That one finds the zone. Strike one. One out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Next offering is in for a strike. Just misses there.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Next offering way off the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. Drilled in the right field. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. And the Twins have the lead now. It's 4-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been a long strike if he hit it out front any more than he did.
Lewis stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. And he pumps it a strike. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Got him. Inning over. But the Twins get a 3-run shot. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Yohan Duran.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now it's the DH, Masataka Yoshida. That one at the knees for a strike. Duran goes 6 feet 5 inches, 230 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Strike 3 on the foul tip.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
He's 2 outs away. Abreu the next to hit. And the pitch a little bit low. Ball 1. The Red Sox down by a pair here at the top of the 9th. That one out to right. Brings it in. That's out number 2. So it's their last chance in this one. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. First pitch swinging.
It's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That one missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Two down, nobody on. There's a swing and a miss.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Got it! And that's the ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs in the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.